What's up, traders, and welcome to my stream. In this video, we're going to discuss a ticker called Hour. This ticker actually surprised everybody because on Friday we ran from about $1.50 up to a high of 5.40. It was called, I don't know, it was called a Friday midday runner. And the thing about this ticker is that it had room to go all the way to 7. And usually when and it pretty much shot straight up from 150 up to around, I don't know, 550, and then came back and it settled around $4 into Friday. And I was discussing with the chat room that I'm taking this ticker long because I think on Monday it has a high probability of it gapping and going up potentially towards the next resistance point, which is 7. So we're gonna discuss all about it. How I was able to make around a $44,700 trade, for $44,100 trade. Sorry, because $500, $600 was from today. I was able to make about a 50% gain by just holding a position over the weekend from Friday until Monday, as always, for educational purposes only. And if you like to, for educational purposes only, but if you'd like to learn more, you can find me in my Discord each and every day. So this is kind of like the trade, and that happened, as well as for educational purposes only, as always, and entertainment as well. So we're gonna discuss about Hour over here. So you can see pretty much right here my PNL in Hour. Obviously 44,500. My long was around $4, and I sold some into the 6s and 540. So OXO here was a ticker that I traded on Friday. Actually, on Friday you can see I was a little bit red on Friday. But I respected most of my rules that I pretty much like to discuss. So pretty much on Friday, pretty much we spike up over here, broke the downtrend wedge pattern right here at around 327, and then I pretty much went long at around $4, and then I pretty much sold it at around, I think it was 520. So I ended up making pretty much some of my profits back because I was red on another ticker that I was trading. So I did manage to make this move over here, even though the ideal place to buy was a downtrend break at 320. The stock did have news, I think, on Friday. I think it was, I don't know what was the news here. If I find it, I think it was the midday low floater of the day. So pretty much we got up to 550, and then pretty much we have a spike, a pullback, a spike, a pullback, a spike, a pullback, and a big spike. So most of the traders we did sell into the 520s. Soon enough, I bought around VWAP, which was over here around 4. I did sell it, as you can see, for 440. You can see so here that I did make a 10% VWAP bounce. And soon enough, what I recognize about this ticker is that this ticker was holding $4 way too well. And in the past, if you remember you can see so here that this ticker is hovering around VWAP right here. So you can see so right about here for $4, let's call it. So if we examine the daily, which is on the left-hand side, you can see that this ticker does have room till 688. 688 is the next daily resistance, is the area that I do like to short. And soon enough, what happens to tickers on Friday, you have to understand that, most traders, are looking for stocks to trade over the weekend, Saturday and Sunday. And if these tickers did hold VWAP, they will start, they will run up their stock in the pre-market on Monday. So soon enough, after this abnormal move from 150 to 550, this ticker held VWAP. That means the volume weighted average. That means it's pretty much a balance between the longs and the shorts, and the stock has reached an equilibrium and is ready for the next move. So you can see me here talking to the chat room and discussing, as you can see, most of my chat room. So this is where I started pretty much. So usually stocks that hold VWAP on Friday gap up on Monday, especially this one. I lost $30,000 We're going to examine the chat room here. I lost $30,000 trying to short a low float stocks like this, and it kind of reminds me of it. So we got AM here, took a starter positions, and this, and I said here, I'm YOLOing some fours into Monday because this is the ticker that I think we're gonna, gap up on Monday. And actually, this is the game I was playing over the weekend. I just bought Space Marine 2. So I was risking around $3 to have an upside of 7. And you can see so here that the stock did hit 7. It actually hit 688. That's the area that's 684, and that's the area that I did go short. So I predicted this to this ticker to a T. So pretty much what I did was I held my $4 stock, $4 long, and pretty much I was explaining to one of my traders that in 2022 or something, I took a 5,000 account to over 80,000 in like 3 months, and that was me being a beginner. I was actually a beginner. I can do much higher than that. Those are pretty rookie numbers right now. And then I bought, this is the GLA 45 that I bought in cash in 2021, and that's in the past. So but I had to actually sell it, to tell you the truth, because people were trying to steal it. So that's a picture of me. So pretty much I was discussing to the chat room here that this ticker is going to go to $6 because let's see Octo. So this is what happened. I held a position of $4 over the weekend. Pretty much it went over here, and we start moving it around 7. We have a big spike all the way to 6. I held my position. Soon enough, we spike up in the morning, and then I think I sold most of my position over here, $5.80 and $6. Actually did not wake up at $5.42 because you have to understand, like, for me, it had room till 7. So even though I saw it at $5.80, I was looking for an exit between $6 and $6.50 or $6.80. So this is kind of like, even though I saw it at $6, I did not want to sell it in the morning because I had, a $4 long average from Friday. And even though I did see it at $5.80, I didn't sell it. I waited until actually when I saw this mumbo jumbo going on here, I got out at $5.80 and $5.70. You can see one of my trades over here, right there, as I was selling $5.60 and $6. Soon enough, our did eventually hit my target. It's one of those tickers that squeezes you to the moon, and it pretty much was a typical short day squeeze. This is kind of like your key information here. Pretty much, I lost $30,000 trying to short stock like this. It closes really well on Friday, which it did, and it has room to run. And then what happens is they took it for a second day to squeeze the Friday shorts, and pretty much they unloaded the share next to the resistance, and they pretty much dumped it. That's pretty much the pattern that happened here. And what the key indication here is that, if it was over, the ticker would have been at 320. You can see that, it could have, if it was over, the ticker, we would have spiked all the way to 550, held VWAP, bounced, whatever, and then we would have finished at $323. Then it would have been over. But they saved it at the last minute, and I saw this mumbo jumbo as they were holding VWAP 4 into the aftermarket, and soon enough it reached price equilibrium. They didn't do an offering, and soon enough at 7, and as Monday came around, we spiked up to 6. And then I made a huge bank, around 50% gain from 4 up to around 6, and in total around $44,100. Anyway, that is kind of like the story of this ticker. Pretty much, I had the right bias to go long on this ticker. Very happy going long on this ticker, and soon enough, that's about it. Made some profit, made some bang, and I'll see you all in my next one. That's kind of like the video of holding over Friday and locking a huge gain. And that's you all in my next video, and peace out.